On this video, we're going to go through how to run reports in your MyDOTFiles account. So from our homepage tabs across the top, we'll go to the My Reports tab. And this is the page it's going to bring you to. And this drop-down box right here is where we'll select the type of report we want to run. And today, I'm just going to go through 3 of them just to kind of give you an idea of how to run reports in the system. And I'm going to start with one of the more basic ones and move to a more complex one. So I'm actually going to start with this DOT recordable accident register. And all you have to do on this one is choose a date range that you want to search for any DOT recordable accidents that any of your drivers may have had. So if I want to see if we had any DOT recordable accidents last year, I'll put January 1st, 2014 in the from date, and then December 31st, 2014 in the through date. Okay, and then we'll just hit generate. And this window will pop up with my report in it, and it shows me that we had 4 DOT recordable accidents last year, and it gives me details of each. So it shows me the dates that they happened on, where it happened, who had the accident, number of injuries, number of fatalities, hazmat released, all that good stuff. So that's the extent of this report actually. So we can close that out and move on to the next one. Okay, from our drop down box, next I'm going to do the driver profile report. There's a little more to it than the last one. And this one will show you different elements from your driver's files and records. So first we'll need to select a document date range that we want to see. And of course the document date is the date that any document was created. So we'll come right here, and I'm going to set mine as January 1st of last year up until today. So 1/1/2014 here, and then it's already got today's date, so we'll leave that like it is. Okay, now we'll come down here to select location, and you'll see they're all highlighted in gray, and that's because they're all selected by default. So to change that, you just click on the location you want. So say I want Applewood, just click on it. If you wanted 2 or more locations, you can hold down Control on your keyboard and click which other ones you want. If you're using a Windows, if you're on a Mac like I am, hold down Command and Control at the same time and double click the other ones that you want. So say I want Dallas too, I can hold down Command Control and double click on Dallas. Alright, so now we'll come down to select status, and it works the same way as location. You can select one or you can select multiple. For right now, I'm just going to leave mine with just active selected. So now we have our list of drivers over here to the right, and we can choose one driver, or we can choose multiple drivers, we can choose all of the drivers. I'm actually going to select all of them. So if you're using a Windows computer, you can hold down Shift and Control on the keyboard and then click the first person and then the last person, and it'll select all of them. If you're using a Mac, hold down Command Shift and click first and click last, and it'll select all of them for you. So now we're going to come down here to documents to include in this report, and you can pick as many of these as you want. You can pick as few of these as you want. For mine, I'm going to do citations and roadside inspections. So after we select that, we can hit generate. And my report window pops up, and it shows me any citations and any roadside inspections that any of those drivers may have received between January 1st of last year and today. So it looks like Freddie is the only one who has had anything come up, and he had a roadside inspection on December 30th of last year. And this is just his driver profile report. All this shows us is his basic driver information, so like his employee ID, last name, first name, job type, driver's license information, stuff like that. So now we're done with this one. I can close that out. And we'll move on to our third report, which is going to be this qualifications / training by expiration date. Okay, and this is one that you would use for seeing if a driver's qualification file elements or training records are going to expire within a certain date range. So first we're going to choose our date range, and I want to see what's going to expire in the next 6 months. So I'm going to set my from date as today's date, which is 2/10/2015, and we'll set the through date as August 31st. Okay, now we can select our location, and just like the previous one, you can hold down Control on your keyboard or Command Control on a Mac and make multiple selections. So I'm going to select Memphis and Dallas for mine. Okay, and now we will select what status we want to use, and I'm going to do active and mechanic / non-driver. So now we're going to select what drivers we want. I'm going to select all of them again, so click the first one, hold down Command and Shift on my keyboard, and click the last one to select all of them. So now we'll come down here and decide what we actually want to run this report on. You see you have qualification types in this box and training types in this box. You can do just qualifications, you can do just training, you can do a combination of the two. You just have to select something. So I'm going to pick 3 different elements to run mine on. I'm going to do annual review. Let's do certification of violations. And we'll come down here and pick hazmat driver safety training record. So once I've selected everything that I want to run this report on, we'll hit generate. And our report window will pop up over here, and it shows me that Thomas is the only one who had things expiring within the next 6 months, and that's his annual review. It expires June 1st, and his certification of violations expires May 31st. So that is it for this report, and now you know how to run reports in your MyDOTFiles system.